Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Mets Media. This is Richie breaking you guys the news that Robinson Cano has been suspended from the 2021 season due to a positive test of performance enhancement drugs. This is his second time he's been suspended, and it is absolutely insane. Honestly, this might be a positive for the New York Mets, and that's what I want to really get into in this video of why I feel like Robinson Cano sitting out and not having to pay him his $24 million could be a good sign for the New York Mets' future. And this is breaking news. So this literally just broke like literally 5 minutes ago. I turned on my camera, so you guys are getting my first reaction to this news. So I was not a fan of the trade to begin with that Brody Van Wagenen did. We traded away our top prospect and Jared Kelenic for Edwin Diaz and Robinson Cano. I hated the trade. It was way too win-now oriented. To get a guy that's Robinson Cano, that's way past his prime, that's getting paid so much money. And then obviously the Edwin Diaz, he was supposed to be fantastic coming from Seattle, and he never really turned that out. He did have a bounce back year in 2019. I'm hoping he could become our starting closer for the future because he's still young. I still have a lot of hope in him, but still, that was just a terrible trade, and I was not a fan of it from the get-go. And now here we are, Robinson Cano suspended. Like, it's a disgrace. You know, I can't really make this a completely positive video because it is a disgrace. It's unacceptable for a guy like Robinson Cano to have another positive test. It's not a good look for the Mets or Cano as a person. But on the flip side of things, what this does for the Mets is two things. It opens up playing time for younger players. You know, Jeff McNeil's probably going to be our starting second baseman now because we had to throw him all over the field since Robinson Cano is our starting second baseman and Jeff McNeil is playing out of position at left field, third base. So I feel like Jeff McNeil is going to be our starting second baseman. And it opens up a lot of opportunities for this Mets team to get the younger guys playing. You need playing time, and we're trying to build a long-term foundation. And to have a guy that's Robinson Cano, who's like 38 years old, taking at-bats and being in second base and stuff, it kind of just slows down the process. So I really do think this is low-key a good thing for the Mets. Also, it frees up $24 million of cap. Listen, Steve Cohen wants as much flexibility and to go out there and sign as much free agents as possible because we know that he is in the big market. He's going to spend the big money to bring in the top tier free agents. So this just gives Steve Cohen and Sandy Alderson and the whole front office who they're going to hire way more flexibility to go out there and sign who they want. $24 million. Listen, would you rather pay Robinson Cano, who's going to be 38 years old in 2021, $24 million? Can he stay healthy? Is he going to be performing well? It's all question marks. He's not worth $24 million. So therefore, instead of paying him $24, we can put that into another player. You know, sign a big player, trade for another player. So overall, the biggest two things that I'm taking away from this news is it opens up playing time for the younger guys. It gives other people on the Mets an opportunity to see what they can do rather than seeing Robinson Cano, 38 years old, just waste time out there, like I mentioned earlier. And it gives us a lot of flexibility financially to go out there and sign who we want. So yeah, I just want to bring you guys my quick little reaction to the news. Please let me know down below in the comments. Do you guys think this is a positive as well? You guys think it's disgraceful? Are you upset of the news? Are you happy? It's a weird time, you know. Obviously, it's way more negative than positive, but I'm going to try to look at the optimistic side of things because I never was a fan of Robinson Cano when he came to the Mets. Obviously, I rooted for him every at-bat he had, but every time I saw him out there, I'm like, why is Robinson Cano on the Mets? You know, this is a team that's not ready to win a World Series. If we're a championship contender and Robinson Cano is healthy and he can, you know, play at a top-tier level, then yeah, he's going to be worth it. But right now, this team is not ready. He doesn't fit the mold that this team's trying to do. Yes, we're going to try to win the World Series in 2021, no doubt. But we're also looking ahead, and we want to build a dynasty. Steve Cohen wants to re-establish a culture, and it's perfectly set in stone that Robinson Cano is not part of it, and he's not going to waste time. He's not going to take away all the reps from the younger guys. Maybe there's people in the farm system we can bring up or guys we could trade for that's young and look promising. It opens things up for Jimenez maybe because you never know. Jimenez can be at second base and Rosario could be at shortstop and then McNeil could be outfielder or third baseman. We don't know. You know, this team, there's a lot of holes. Honestly, there's not a lot of holes. I don't know why I said that. I'm used to talking about the New York Jets. The only holes on this team is catcher. We need to beef up the bullpen, and we need to get more starting pitching depth, and then we need one more big bat in the outfield. So This team is looking really good on paper. Please let me know down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be breaking you guys all the latest New York Mets news all throughout free agency, so make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be breaking down all different players, positions on the New York Mets, talking about front office. A lot of things are in store for Mets Media, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. And that does it for this video. Let me know down below what you guys thought of the news. Let's go Mets! Peace out, guys.